In example 9, given that the cosine of x is 3 over 4 and x is between 180 and 360, 180 and 360 in third and fourth quadrant, either in third and fourth quadrant, find exact values of the sine of 2x. And we know very well from the previous video that the sine of 2x is 2 sine x cos x. And what we have is only cos x. We don't have sine x. That means we can find sine x from what we know, the sine squared of x plus the cosine squared of x is 1. That means our sine squared of x is 1 minus the cosine squared of x. Substituting this, the sine squared of x is 1 minus the cosine squared of x is 3 over 4 squared, which is 1 minus 9 over 16. And 16 over 16 minus 9 over 16 is basically 7 out of 16. So the sine of x is the root of the 7 out of 16, which is root 7 over 4. That is root 7 over 4. But we can already see that in the third quadrant or the fourth quadrant, the sign is supposed to be negative. So this one is simply going to be negative. What does that tell us? What does that tell us? That tells us one thing, that the sine of 2x is 2 sine x, which is minus root 7 over 4, multiplied by the cosine of x, which is 3 over 4. And by 2, 1, by 2, 2. So we are simply saying that the sine of 2x is negative 3 root 7 all over 8. Negative 3, negative 3 root 7 all over 8. And that is just like it. But it is the tan of 2x that we must also take care of in part B. But we have not been given anything to do with the tangent of x. We only have the cosine, and now we have the sine. So we know, since tan x is equals to sine x over the cosine of x, that means now the tan of x is going to be given by the sine of x, which is negative root 7 over 4, negative root 7 over 4, everything over the cosine of x, which is 3 over 4. And this one is negative 7 over 4 times 4 over 3, which is basically negative root 7 over 3. And since we have used what we had, and our tangent of x is negative 7 over 3, originally we were told that our angle is between 180 and 360 in the third and fourth quadrant. This answer already confirms that our x is in the fourth quadrant because our tangent is negative. So we know from the previous explanation is that our tangent of 2x is given by 2 tan x all over 1 minus tan squared x. That we know from the previous understanding. And now that we have the tangent of x, this means 2 minus root 7 over 3 all over 1 minus minus root 7 over 3 squared. And what is this? This is the numerator gives us minus 2 root 7 over 3 all over, what does the denominator give us? 1 minus the square of this is root 7 is root 7 all over 9. So or rather 7 over 9, because this is 7 over 9. 7 over 9, because root 7 squared is 7. 1 minus 7 over 9, which is basically 2 over 9. So the tangent of 2x is equals to minus 2 root 7 over 3 divided by 2 over 9, which is negative 2 root 7 over 3 times 9 over 2. When we talk about times 9 over 2, it gives us something to do with by 3 1 by 3 3 and by 2 1 by 2 negative 1. So finally, we are going to get negative 3 root 7. And that is basically what we can express tan 2x to be. So, in a nutshell, tan 2x is equals to minus 3, the root of 7. Please take care of all the steps and find yourself here. Okay?